All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Patrick Henry Volleyball for the 2021 season. This is the home opener for the Patriots, and they are hosting the Glen Jaguars from Henrico County. Patrick Henry is 1-0 at the moment as they started the season off last week at Powhatan and won a big match against Powhatan, lost the first set. Looked like the first half of the first set was a little rough for Patrick Henry, but really kind of settled down. Couldn't quite come back enough to take the first set, but did take care of sets 2, 3, and 4 to win the match 3-1 over the Indians of Powhatan. And that was an important match for Patrick Henry, as Powhatan is also a Class 4 school and is inside of our region, Region 4B. So the more wins we have against Region 4B teams, the better chances we have of making the playoffs this year. So we don't know much about what the playoffs are going to look like. We'll talk about that at some point in time. But as you can see right now, Glen Allen is warming up. They're finishing their warm-ups, and Patrick Henry will step on the court in just a couple of minutes, 1 minute and 38 seconds from now, and they will begin their 6-minute warm-up. So again, first match of the year here at Patrick Henry for the girls Patriots. The boys played last week against, who did they play against? Godwin. They had a match against Godwin. The girls were supposed to play against Godwin last Tuesday, but the coach of Godwin needed to move that match to later in the season. There was he had some health stuff going on, but I think he's all good now. So we'll hopefully see Godwin later in the season. But the boys did play their match. They did win their match to start their season off, and the boys look very strong, as they have for many years in a row now. So we'll hopefully talk a little more about the boys a little later, but tonight's all about the girls and Patrick Henry Patriots against Glen Allen Jaguars here. So PH on the schedule, and I'm going to go ahead and show the schedule for everyone. Perhaps many of you know the schedule already, but I'm going to put it up here. This is an old version of the schedule. Not too old, but the only thing out of date is that Godwin match that I mentioned earlier. That is being moved to later in the season. It's unknown right now what's happening with that. And excuse me just a second. Yes. Here. The Godwin match will be later in the season, but you can see the Powhatan match, tonight's Glen Allen match, and then this coming weekend here, Labor Day weekend, Friday, Saturday, the girls are going to play in the annual Virginia Showcase Tourney. Of course, last year it didn't happen because of COVID, but this year it's happening again, and they will begin play Friday afternoon against Jamestown and Massaponax are the two other schools in our pool, Patrick Henry's pool. This is a varsity only tournament, and the girls will see how they do in the first pool to see which pool they'll be in on Saturday, and then Saturday afternoon, that'll be in the morning. Saturday afternoon they'll play in the playoffs, which will be really just a one match playoff. So the girls did well last time, 2 years ago, when that was the last time this showcase happened. And a lot of these seniors here were contributors on that team as sophomores. And Patrick Henry won. They won the tournament in the red division. It was a really great win for them to kick off that season 2 years ago. And that was the same season that PH made it to the state playoffs for the first time in girls' history, is what we understood. That's what I was told. That was the first time the girls had made it to the state tournament. They finished second in the region tournament that year to move on to states. Last season, which was in the spring this year, earlier this year in 2021, it was technically the 2020 season, but it was in 2021. The girls had a good season, finished 8-4, had to lost 4 times against Atlee, and because of COVID, the playoffs were quite restrictive, and Patrick Henry did not make it into the playoffs. So we hope to change that this year. We think that it'll be a little more open this year again. And the PH is poised to do really well this year, we think, with a lot of senior leadership and some good juniors coming on strong as well. And Here's the roster. Now, this roster is, excuse me, that's a JV roster. I apologize. Varsity roster here. This roster is just a little bit out of date. I need to fix it. The girls just got new uniforms, and with new uniforms come new numbers sometimes. So some of these numbers are going to be a little off, and I will fix my my paperwork, as it says, for the future. I think most of these are the same. Aubrey Cox is actually number 3. Abby Hildebrand's number 4. So Emily's 5. Ren is 6. And Ella is 7. Claire is 8. Aaron 9. Addison is 10. I think most of these are the same. Corinne's 11. Isla 12. Sophia 13. And Nora is 15. In this, and Ashley Hall is number 16, and Kate Leonardo number 17. So we will again get that fixed for next time. So, and you can see on this roster here we have a couple of newcomers here to the varsity. All of them played Patrick Henry last year, but we could see Aubrey Cox, the freshman, the only freshman. She'll be playing middle on the varsity this year. And who else is new? Emily Hancock is a junior. She was on JV the last couple of years. Let's see. And we go down to Nora Slaby, the sophomore. She is new to the varsity this year, as well as Ashley Hall, another junior. We'll see some action perhaps today. So let me pull this off. I actually have to do some other duties in just a moment. I got to climb down and call out the rosters, the introductions, I guess, for this. Hopefully I don't mess that up. But the Glen Allen team, I don't know much about it at the moment. They this may be their first match of the season. They did not have their rosters posted online yet. I had to get their rosters from the coach. And I'll just kind of put this in front of the camera here for a minute. But you can see some of the rosters. I know that Emily Zacharias, number 8, a senior, is a former travel player. So is Hannah Wright, also a senior, number 6. She'll play libero tonight. And some of the others we'll just have to see kind of who plays, who gets in. And you can see there's 3 freshmen on the team this year. So when freshmen make varsity, that's something you want to watch for, certainly. So we'll know more about them, and head coach Christine Frank in there as well. So anyway, that's that. I'm going to have to sneak back down here, so I'm just going to leave everything on. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Testing. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Patrick Henry High School for the season opener to the Patrick Henry Patriots home season opener, I should say. It's the Jaguars. Everyone to stand. We move your hats. On the leg of the national
right. Back at it. Looks like we need some work here. We need to get banners on the wall, flags on the wall. We got to get our microphone fixed. So here we go, starting it off. It's like a relatively normal starting lineup here, except for Corinne Delgado is out today with strep throat, so she will not be on the court. Isla Hales on the front row, Sophia Walker coming off right there, as Abby Hildebrand will take the libero spot. Their Patriots are donning their new jerseys. So interesting little stripes on the sleeves. Perhaps you can see them when I zoom in a little bit. So Ren McLaughlin, outside hitter, along with Addison Six. Claire Williamson, of course, setting. So Glen Allen starts it off here. Claire gets it up. Ren over. Going to be called for the double on the hit there as Ren pushes it over. Erin Bennett on the back row right now. She's in for, my guess is Emily Hancock, playing right side, but we'll see what happens. And there's a good pass by Bennett. Ren outside, big hit. Down the line. Catches the line there. And there's Emily right there. So she will be on the front row as Claire goes back to serve. And we'll see if Claire can get things running. As we start things off, I have to check out rosters here. Good hit there. There's the setter for Glen Allen, Nyla Green. Hancock with a good hit. Good dig there by Abby. Outside, Ren rolls it right in the middle where they were not. Good spot. Landed right in front of Kyler Oliver, the senior. Number 4, Aiden McDuffie on. Looks like as a right side hitter. Number 11, Green, is the setter. Number 8, Emily Zacharias, playing outside. The down ref is trying to get things settled here. 2-1 Patrick Henry here in set 1. It looks like Hannah Gill is... Yeah, Hannah Gill, number 1, is the middle. All right, Claire to serve. Really good serve. Just died right in front of Hannah Wright, the libero. 3-1 PH. Another ace for Claire. This is not new. Claire will get a lot of aces this year. Her ball, from this angle, this does not do it justice, what she does to the ball. So if we had a camera set up behind the Glen Allen players and you can see the ball coming at them, then you can see how much it moves like a knuckleball. And Glen Allen is having trouble right now. Number 13, Kyler Oliver. And the head coach is moving the defense around, and this is also not strange. We do see this quite often when Claire is serving. 5-1. And they are just surviving right now. Oh boy, that made it over too. That was it almost looked like a miss hit for Glen Allen, but it worked out. Number 8, Zacharias, back to serve. Good hard serve, and that's an ace. That caught just enough of that back line. Right between Hildebrand and 6. 5-3, Patrick Henry. No students yet. Not much of a student section, I guess. We've got a 6 or 8 up there. School hasn't started yet. Claire. Emily mishit that one. 5-4. Zachariah still serving. Hildebrand with a good pass there, and there's a dump when Allen was ready. Good hit. Nice turn by Hildebrand. Wren rolls that one. That might be a little tight, but it went over. So the attempted set by 6, who went a little too far, surprised everybody. Worked out well. Wren serving now. Green tried to get that up. 7-4 Patrick Henry, set 1 here in the home opener. A good turn. Hannah Wright turned her body, but couldn't get that ball up in the air. Wren finding a good seam. That's a good play there by Glen Allen. Wren from the back row. And that got completely blocked by Emily Hancock. Emily is, I believe, the tallest varsity player. She's sitting at about 6 feet, I think. Green. And that was an attempted block there, just on the off of Hancock's hands, out of bounds there, as Oliver put a nice hit on that one on down the line. Hannah Gill, number 1, the junior, serving into the net. So 10-5 Patrick Henry starting off, although I think she gave her a point. So it's 9-5 right now, Patrick Henry. Scoreboard operator quick with the points. Hildebrand, also a really good server. And that ball got just enough of the tape on that net. You could see it shaking a little. It skimmed off the top of the net, changed its angle midair. Just going at Oliver, it looks like. Oh, right down the middle there, and another good serve. Boy, when you can have 2 or 3 servers that just keep the other team completely out of system, it can be, you could cause a lot of damage here. That might go long. Nope. Nice pass. Claire with the pass and the hit. Off the ceiling. Free ball. Wren, Claire, Zofia. Good block there by Hancock and Walker. And we got a net call, looks like. So we called that on number 10. So that would be Addison, looks like. Yep. Addison got into the net. Interesting. She's on the back row, so interesting call. (12-6) Patrick Henry. Emily crossing. Oliver going into the corner. Oh, that was that Oliver? Nope, that wasn't Oliver. That was Green, the setter. Interesting. I'm seeing the same thing with the masks. I don't know if that's a Henrico County mandate. I don't know yet. We'll know more as we get into play more Henrico schools. But saw this with the JV as well. That there were some girls wearing their masks, but like down under their chin. So I don't really understand the point of that. Certainly, if you want to wear a mask, do so. If not, I mean, if it were me, I'd put it aside on the bench. But maybe it's a Henrico mandate, not sure. And that's going to be, what a really good spot there that Green found. 12-8. Patrick Henry. Looks like number 10, Ava Slaw, is back serving. And that's going to be another ace. I sense a timeout coming soon. Oh, it's 12-10. I missed the point. Slaw's on a run here. That was a good pass by Wren. Zofia going hard, and they did catch that, though. We got a net call, I believe. They have a net call as their middle, Julia Budzinski, got into the net. So Bennett to the back row as Hancock will come off. Bennett will serve for Hancock. Emily getting some good playing time tonight with Corinne out. And I think they're going to share some time anyway. Good roll by Glen Allen. Wren, nice down ball. Free ball to Glen Allen. And somebody also got into the net on our part. Number 13, Zofia. So we got some errors happening right now. Kind of tidy that up. 13-11, Patrick Henry. It's going to be long, not quite though. Wren rolling it. Green with a good hit. 6 rolling it. And Allen is playing good defense right now, but couldn't get that one over. Six back to serve. Called out her sister's name earlier on the JV. Little sister Hannah plays quite well. There's Addison with that serve. Good strong hit by Wren. Again, Glen Allen, good defense. Giving us a free one here. Aaron. Oh, and it just snuck over as the pass was a little tight. Claire was able to get up and somehow avoid the net to put a tight one for Zofia, who tipped it over. 15-11. Strong play there, Zacharias. With the kill. We'll have to pay attention to that. That was a strong cross there. Let's see if she pulls off a lot of crosses. Pass from 6 went straight up there. 15-13. Hannah Wright, the senior libero, serving, a former travel player. Played with Wren, I believe, when she was younger. And Oliver with a tough pass there. 16-13, Isla Hales comes to the front row. Zofia will serve, be the serving middle. Good serve by Zofia. A lot of aces for Patrick Henry so far. It's probably 6 or 7. Add another one to it. I like the Patrick Henry jerseys. Big numbers. Good for my old eyes. The ball goes out as Ren ducks to let it go. Sophia on a nice little run here. 19-13 PH here in set one. And that goes long. So Sophia will come off and Abby will come in for her on the back row. As number 4, Aiden McDuffie, comes to the front. Number 10, Ava Slaw, has a seat. And there goes Ren with a big windup. And not enough on that for Glen Allen. Emily will come to the front. Nice job by Bennett. So Claire to serve again, and it's 2014. Let's see what she can do this time. And that's going to be a double. That's unfortunate for Glen Allen because they had a good pass on that one. Hannah Wright, the libero. She handled Claire's serve. You can see Ann-Kate Leonardo, the senior, coming in. Back row for Addison 6. Another good pass. And right over Abby. Found enough court over there. Zacharias back to serve again. That's going to go long. So PH has had some good aces, and Glen Allen, unfortunately, they've had quite a few service errors. Ren, another good server, back. Oliver getting one in. Ren from the back row. Ren again. Glen Allen's starting to settle down on their passing. It looks like they're starting to get the ball to the front row a little better. And Kate to the front row. That's what they're cheering about. And there's an ace off the ceiling for Ren. And Kate Leonardo, typically a back row player, is rotated to the front row. See if she can get a kill. Oh, and Glen Allen found a nice dead spot there. McDuffie found the opening. 24-16, Patrick Henry. As Budzinski rotates to the front. So Hannah Gill serving. They're serving middle. That's going to go long, and that's going to end the set. The set number 1 to the Patriots. 25-16. Nice start to the season, the home season. It looks like, are we switching? The girls look like they want to switch, but they're not gonna. I don't think so. The JV did not switch. I don't think the varsity will switch either. We had it in the preseason a little bit, or the scrimmages, but so far the matches we have not done any switching yet. So the mask rule is still in place. Everyone needs to wear a mask inside the building, and even the players, when they're not on the court, are supposed to wear masks. So, but in Hanover, the rule is if you're on the court, you don't need to wear a mask. So I think that PH has taking advantage of that. Maybe Glen Allen will switch. We'll see. So 2 minutes left on the clock before set number 2. So as far as the broadcasting is concerned, I mean, this obviously is not a live broadcast. You guys are seeing this later. Some of you may be seeing this after you've already been in the gym seeing it live. And some of you perhaps out of town get to see this for the first time, and already know the score of the final match. I don't know the score of the final match, but you do, I bet. So we'll see. We have some high hopes for the girls this year. I think they're going to do pretty well. And this, like I said, this tournament coming up here, I think will give us a good indication as well. The tournament coming up, the games that are played, the matches that are played, they don't count on the schedule as far as your points that you get from wins and losses, which will then be tallied up and used to figure out the placement for the playoffs and such. But a tournament is it's worth 2 games on the schedule. You're only allowed to have 20 matches on the schedule, and each tournament you play is worth 2 matches. So that's what the girls have. They have 1 tournament. They have 18 regular season matches scheduled, although 17 right now. We got to get Godwin back on the schedule to make it the 18, and that'll give us our full schedule in here. So, and just a quick update on the boys last week. They played Godwin. I think I mentioned earlier they beat Godwin 3-0. They looked pretty strong. A little sloppy early on, but they ended up looking pretty strong. I think Patrick Henry is going to be pretty strong again this year from the boys' standpoint. And, of course, they've got all the pressure in the world on them to continue the streak. No one wants to be the first team to break the streak. 5 straight state championships. They're going to go for number 6. Number 5 is already a state record for boys volleyball. Nobody in the history of boys volleyball in Virginia has ever won more than 4 in the past. And so Patrick Henry is extending their streak. May have been 3, actually. I don't know. I know that they may have just extended the streak this past season. 4 in a row, now 5 in a row. So they're going to go for 6 in a row. Deep Run has been having some good seasons for the boys in Class 5. They've been pretty dominant the last few years. They've won 4 in a row. And James River in Class 6, I think they've won 5 of the last 6, or 5 out of the last 7. 5 out of the last 6, maybe. So James River, Deep Run, and Patrick Henry have really been kind of the top programs in the state for the boys' side. All in the Richmond area. All right, here we go. Claire going long. And she wants a mulligan on that. Smiling. I want to congratulate Claire Williamson for her commitment to the University of Louisiana Monroe, as she has committed to play beach volleyball for them. She was recruited by a few programs, and she liked it down there. So she will be joining that team in the fall. (1-1). Wren back to serve. I believe beach volleyball is going to be. It's going to continue to get more and more popular in the college campuses. There are quite a few schools, especially in the South, that have beach programs for girls. There are none for men. No beach volleyball for men right now. I'd like to see that change in the future as well. I'd like to see men's volleyball just grow in general anyway. There are already about a 5th or a 6th as many teams out there as there are girls or women's teams. Beach volleyball for the women, nearly every university has an indoor team, and they're handing out 12 scholarships. The indoor hands out 12 scholarships. The outdoor, the beach programs hand out 6 at the Division I level. That's assuming that you have an indoor program. If not, you get 8, but I think most every school has it. And there's a big kill from Wren. Back row kill. Last week against Powhatan, she had a lot of opportunities on that. She got some down and some were, well, let's just say that she was adventurous with where the ball went. 4-1 Patrick Henry. Good dig by Glen Allen. Claire, again, back row. Glen Allen was ready for that one. Claire's going to go line right at Oliver. And Glen Allen's not going to get that one over. Claire, a good hitter as well. She'll need to be beach volleyball. You have to be versatile. You have to be able to pass, set, and kill. That's a find in the corner there for Budzinski. Number 4, McDuffie's going to come in. Grace Tharp stepping off. Green, the setter, back to serve. Really good serve there. And Isla with a good kill attempt. Oh, and just not enough there. Hancock had her hands there, but kind of ricocheted off of him. (5-3) Patrick Henry. Addison will push that one over. Zacharias with a good, another cross though. There's Emily. Oh, and that's not enough as Addison looked like she jumped a little too soon on that one. Kind of hit it on the way down and just got it on her fingertips. Got into the net. Let's zoom in just a smidge here. Green still serving. Wren. Oliver, Green. Good dig by Claire. And Budzinski finds a corner. Again, ties it up at 5. Girls are talking about their spots. Ren and Abby. Green still serving. Good pass by Ren. Emily crossing, getting enough on it. Zacharias couldn't quite block that over. Sophia comes back on to the front row for Isla as she sits and Abby serves for Isla. 6-5, Patrick Henry. And there's an ace. Just hitting the back line, got enough of it. Got the fans holding up signs now. So there's an ace sign up in the crowd there. Oh, and off the hands of number 4, McDuffie. Another ace. I think we have some boys players up there. Maybe not. The boys should be playing tonight, so it must not be boys players. And into the net. She was trying to sneak it up there in that 2 spot. Trying to hit it to Green, the setter. Take her out of the setting mix. Zacharias back to serve again. 8-6 Patrick Henry. Pass by Wren, and here comes Sophia. Finding that corner. Cutting that ball like she likes to do. Hancock will have a seat now. Bennett to serve for her. Aaron with strong serve usually. And off the hands of Hannah Wright. Probably was in between whether she should hit it or not. Might have gone out, maybe not. She's playing up a bit though, so probably a smart move. That one just rotates in. There's Bazinski going to the corner again. She likes to cut it over there. It's like Zofia doing the same. She goes back to serve. Hannah Gill comes on to the front row. And just wide. Bennett going after it. Pulled up just in time. Teammates helping her out. It's a red out today. Everybody wearing red. Oliver gets one over there. Claire trying to get a kill. Zofia cutting it a little wide though. Oh, we do have a net call though. Number 1, Hannah Gill called into the net. Fortunate for Patrick Henry. I believe Zofia's ball may have traveled a little wide. Hannah 6 serving. Oliver going long on that. 13-7 Patrick Henry here in set 2. Oh, good, really good serve there. And just an overkill, but out. I think that was out and a net call. So Wren's eyes got wide seeing that overpass. She killed it, the ball went wide, and her hand went into the net. So, Glen Allen point for sure. Nora Slavey onto the back row for Addison 6. Nora's a very good, very quick on her feet, gets to the ball well. There's Zofia coming over, hard enough. Oliver pushing it. Outside to Wren. Zacharias finds the corner. Good pass by Bennett. Wren just avoids the net, gets enough on it. Isla back to the front, which means Zofia rotates back to serve. Just wide. 14-10 Patrick Henry. Abby will come back in for Zofia. Oliver's serving into the net. Emily comes into the front row again. So Claire is serving for us. Oh, that's going to be a double. Yeah. I don't think that was Green setting that. It may have been. I'll have to check the tape. 16-10, Patrick Henry. I need to move my table. Set this up into the middle. Good kill by Wren. without spilling things.
I think I'm settled. Hannah Wright serving. Emily from the left side. And Zacharias again with a cross. There's Wren saving it. I'll zoom it back in a second. Budzinski tries to cut it over, but goes a little wide that time. Zoom in just a smidge. There we go. So Addison will come back to the front row. Nice job, Nora. Wren serving. 18-11 PH. Here comes Zacharias with a cross. Green serving. Addison free ball. Oh, and tough pass there by Wren. Looked like Budzinski getting enough of that. Wren's dad, Kevin, is our statistician. So he's standing down by Coach Jess, helping her out with some stats as the match goes on. There's Emily with a cross. Good hit. Abby back to serve for Isla. That means Zofia has galloped her way in. Zacharias, good dig there, but that's going to be into the net for Green. Point Patrick Henry. Abby's a good server, as we said. And Budzinski into the net that time. Set was a little low for her, I think. Abby plays travel ball for ODVA on a nationals level team, 16s this past season. Addison. Here comes Zacharias again, and off. Oh, good hustle by Abby. That ball was ricocheting off the rafters. You never know where it's going to come down after it pinballs. Zacharias serving. Emily rolls it a little high on that roll, perhaps, but good block. Sophia right there, ready for it. And that goes long. I don't know if it was tipped. They are calling a tip. Oh, nope, we're calling a net call. Number 3, 13. That's Sophia into the net. The down ref, you see him holding it up. Captain Wren wanting to know who was it. Coach Jess not liking that call. Sophia's pretty aware. She's into the net. She'll let you know. Off the net. There's Sophia pushing it. Finds a good spot. right over top. That's an open spot sometimes when you know the setter's on the front row. Green is set up on the front row, so there's no right side hitter. So there's no one to block on that side unless the setter wants to block. And sometimes that doesn't happen as often as they get themselves ready for setting. Bennett. Zacharias from the back row. Budzinski back to serve. Well, that brings Gill to the front. 22-16 PH. 23-16 PH. As Hannah Wright enters for Budzinski. So Addison back to serve for PH. Trying to get a couple of points and win the second set. Oliver. Good dig by Hildebrand. Oh, just not enough. Zacharias starting to warm up. She's really hitting it hard. 23-17. Number 9, Grace Tharp comes in for them, and Nora will come in for Addison on our side. Slaby, Bennett, and Hildebrand on the back row. Should be good passes. There it is. Outside, Wren, straight down. Great play. Off of the Bennett pass, starting it off. Aubrey Cox snuck her way in on me. I missed it. So Aubrey playing in there for Zofia now. Back to serve. She's got to serve. She's the serving middle, just went long. So Abby will come in for her. Oliver back to serve. The Jaguars. Pass. Wren rolling one. That's going to be a double. And that'll end the set. There's a double call for Glen Allen. So 25-18, Patrick Henry takes set 2 as well and goes up 2-0 against the Jaguars. A really good start for Patrick Henry. Playing well. A lot of good things we're seeing right now, like Emily Hancock getting some playing time on the right side. She's doing pretty well over there, having a presence. As I mentioned earlier, in the JV match at least, you can see the walls are empty as they've been painted here in the summer. Everything was taken off the walls and the whole gym was repainted. I believe the whole school was repainted, actually, because I understand there were some murals on the walls and they were painted over, but from what I understand, all the murals, there were pictures taken of the murals, and I believe Jessica Robertson Photography is going to make some banners with those murals that were painted and hang them back on the walls in here. But we need some banners hung in here. We need an American flag hung. We've got a football championship, state championship. We've got 5 boys volleyball championships. We've got 1 boys indoor track championship happening. And I could see some jersey swapping going on. So I imagine that Nora Slaby is now wearing a libero jersey. And I will keep Abby. She's switching her jersey. She has changed it now, so Abby will probably be the setter, perhaps, during this game. Some of the seniors may have a rest. Let's just have to see who comes out here. I have a feeling that all of these girls from top to bottom are going to get a lot of playing time this year, as the girls are going to be quite successful, and they're going to play some teams that are perhaps not quite as good as others. And we'll just have to get into the season and see how well some of these other teams play. I see Isla, and I see Zofia on. I see Claire. So it may be that Abby is just going to be a defensive specialist this set, and see Nora on as the libero. There's Wren. We have Ashley Hall on the court. Oh, she's wearing number 15, which is listed as Nora's number. So we have to get that one straight with all these new jerseys. Nora's got number 16 on, so I think the roster perhaps is backwards on there. I'll have to make sure that's fixed to make sure Jess knows. Jess, if you're watching this, Nora's listed at 15 on the roster, so she probably needs to be 16, and Ashley needs to be 15. All right, Glen Allen getting things started here in set 3. Nora trying to set free ball for Wren there. Nora with a dig. And there's a middle, good block. Isla was right there. Players on the front row. And we've got a double called on Glen Allen, a double hit. Claire was on the front row, so she's taking advantage of that. Every chance she gets, you know it. Emily rotating in. Let's see how this goes. Perhaps we'll see some more of the reserve players at some point. There's a good hard cross. Oh. Zacharias with another good hard cross. Our pass unfortunately hit the ceiling and went straight down. It changes the angle. You know, you expect it to go one place and it hits the beam and goes a different way, and no one's ready for it. It would be tough to be in that spot. Outside, Emily on that side. And there's another kill by Zacharias. Two to 1 Glen Allen. It's tough. We're early in the season, and you know you want to see all the girls play as much as possible, but also being early in the season, you want to make sure the starters and some of the more regular players kind of get into a rhythm playing with each other. There's Claire trying to push one to the back. Zacharias again. A high roll by Wren. Zacharias again. They're using her a lot. Emily comes straight down. Good spot. Right over the hands of Budzinski. Addison to the front row. So Ashley looks like she'll be playing back row for Addison, at least for now. And That one sneaks over for Zacharias. Off the hands of Hales. McDuffie to the front row. Grace Tharp has a seat. So the setter Green is going to the back row, so they'll have 3 attackers on the front row. Glen Allen will. And that will help PH. Sophia to the front row, so Nora will serve for Isla. And an ace for Nora. I think she went a little wider than she was hoping, but it worked. Another good deep serve there. Zacharias just finds the right spot. Here comes a pipe hit for Wren. Good hit. Nora to serve again. Coming right back to Zacharias. She went line that time. That's the first time I've seen that. Glen Allen's got the lead. It's 5-4 Patrick Henry now. Zacharias to the back row. Serve. That's going to go long. So now we should see, yep, Aaron Bennett is coming in to serve. Almost snuck it in. McDuffie into the net. (7-4) Patrick Henry here in set 3. That goes long. There's number 10, Ava Slaw, back into the game. Oh, just snuck over. Nora Nora saw it coming, couldn't quite crawl fast enough. I think the tape slowed it down even more for her. Oh, they couldn't quite get enough on it there. 8-6. Addison will serve. Actually, yep, Ashley's going to come in and serve. Ashley Hall, the junior. Big part of the JV team last year. That's going to go long. Tharp back in to serve for McDuffie. Good serve. Jeez. That was a bullet. We tie it up at 8. Another bullet. Kind of crossing up. Ashley crossed up Aaron last time as they're looking to bump it, but it's coming fast enough that they're not we're not getting our hands up fast enough. Kind of switching. There's another one. Really good dig by Claire. Sophia with a good attempt, but I think that was Hall, or excuse me, Gill. Hannah Gill with a block. 10-8. Glen Allen taking a lead here. PH will have a timeout. So I believe that might be Coach Jess Jones's son and in the huddle. Worked his way in. He's wearing a giant shirt. So I just need to get a little serve receive going, and there he is, little guy. Jaden, I think his name is. No, I may have said that wrong. Okay. Softer serve that time. Interesting. Zofia gets enough on it. Is it up? Nope, he called it down. Zofia soft hit that one over and found that open spot. So Aubrey Cox coming in for Isla on the front row. See the freshman. Get her some work. I like the way she plays. She's very aggressive and I think will be a good asset. Good serve for Zofia. Ties it up at 10. Green on the run. Claire outside. Wren rolls one right to the good spot, but Green got away with one there. And Claire's trying to get that kill, and she does. Zofia still serving. Oh, did it get over? It did, but it went out. Oh, it went off the head. I saw the ball land out, but it looked like it may have banged off the head of Hannah Gill. And this is Madison Ashby in, number 2 for Glen Allen, getting some playing time. Zofia, another good serve, and there's an overkill for Aubrey, and that's what she does. Wren taking care of that one. I think I'm losing the legs on my tripod here. See if I can fix that. I'm having to use a different tripod tonight. It's one that holds my phone better for recording. (14-10) PH. That timeout was a Glen Allen timeout there, I think. And a slide play, but probably not in the right spot there for Hannah Gill to hit. Zofia on a nice run. And they blew the whistle again inadvertently. Oh, we have an out of rotation for Glen Allen. Green, the setter, got a little anxious on getting into position. Setters have to race their way to get to the right spot, but sometimes they cross over that imaginary line a little too soon. Oh, and block was there, but not enough. Claire off her hands, out of bounds. And off of Nora's hands. 16-12 here as the Glen Allen Jaguars trying to come back here, the girls team. Just got word about the boys team. That's going to go long. So the Glen Allen boys volleyball team is one of the better teams in the state. They have lost a deep run in the state championships a few times here in the last few years. They're always pretty good, and so is Patrick Henry, as I've mentioned earlier. But just got word that Glen Allen has beaten Patrick Henry tonight 3-0. The first two sets were close, and the third set the wheels came off for the Patriots. So Glen Allen beating Patrick Henry 3-0 on the boys' side. This was on this. When you look at the schedule for Patrick Henry, Glen Allen was definitely at the top of toughest teams. Deep run next Wednesday will be another tough one for the boys as well. But I believe Patrick Henry may be a little better than Deep Run this year. Deep Run's star outside hitter Ian Wagenhauser is out for the year. 6'6" outside hitter. Getting recruited to play at Lewis or St. Francis, some other Division I schools. 18-14. Patrick Henry still hanging on. Hannah Wright still serving. Riding back. Luckily, the Patriots don't have to face Glen Allen in the playoffs on the boys' side. An ace for Hannah Wright. And Glen Allen putting a run on. 18-16 now. Good spot there. Needed that. Addison will hit the front row again as Wren goes back to serve. Nice job by Ashley. But Zinski gets enough on it. Left hand, she had to push the left hand as the set was a little outside of her right-handed reach. McDuffie back in. So again, Green to the back. The setter back there serving. McDuffie, the right side, will be an attacker. 3 attackers on the front row, so we'll have to watch that. Claire, Addison gets enough on it and finds that open spot back there. 20-17 as Nora goes back to serve for Aubrey. Here comes Zacharias. She gets the kill off of Hancock's hands. 2018, she gets the serve now. Which I guess the good news there is she's on the back row. Good hard serve there. Free ball, let's see if we can use it. There's Zofia. Claire back to Zofia and gets enough on it. Just kind of surprised them almost with a miss there. Bennett comes in to serve for Hancock. 21-18. Ren, oh, that didn't make it over. Yeah, that's what they're calling. So the ball never made it over the tape, didn't get blocked. Aaron with a good pass. Oh, and Claire wanted to dump that one. Didn't quite get high enough off the ground there for that. 21-20. Glen Allen in striking distance here. Ava Slaw serving. I think she did this last time too. Hard serves. Nope, that was Bennett with a good hit on one. Oh, and it looked like Slaw was trying to race after that one. Ledzinski back to the front. So 22-20 Patrick Henry. Addison 6 back to serve. Trying to close this match out. Good dig. Nice outside by Wren. Nice outside set by Claire. Wren was all alone over there. Good decision. 23-20. Good kill by Wren. If we can get the ball going here. Addison again. Good block. Claire right there for it. Free ball. Wren to Claire. Zofia. And there it is off the tip. Oh, nope, they're going to call that out. It definitely went long. I thought there was a tip. Ashley to the back row to serve. Oh, no, not to serve. Excuse me. Just to play back row for Addison. 23-21. That is a bullet right there. This is who was hitting them, Grace Tharp. Last time. That went off the hands of Bennett. Glen Allen knocking on the door here. That'll be handled. Zofia. And here we go. Here's a free one. Wren, there you go. Wide open again. Another good decision by Claire. Green could not get over to block that in time. Wren found that corner. 24-22. Zofia going to try to end this. Blocked, and that'll do it. Cameraman messed that one up. Nice job by Patrick Henry, winning 3-0 tonight against Glen Allen. A good win. And I'm not sure if that gives us extra points. I can't seem to ever figure out the point system. It doesn't seem to be very consistent across schools as they're doing it. But wins are better than losses, and a win is the best case scenario, of course. Never mind whether you're playing a Class 3, 4, 5, 6 school, doesn't matter. So good job. Patrick Henry goes to 2-0 on the season, and they will be back in action this week, Friday and Saturday, at the Richmond Volleyball Club for the Virginia High School Showcase Tournament. I don't know that I'll be broadcasting that one. That one's a little tighter in there. It's going to be harder to manage, so probably not. And if not, then it'll be next Wednesday here against Deep Run. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.